Modeling Joshua Boswell, his rise from fall. Highlights: 1. He founded a new company with 2 business partners. 2. He used database connections to make content on the internet both dynamic and highly localized. 3. He was the only one of 3 partners that didn't have a real job. 4. He convinced an investor to part with his money from first round to second round. 5. He was telling the investors and partners that he was riding on top of the world. 6. Truth was, he was holding body and soul together with charisma and force of personality. 7. Mostly, he did everything half-baked, not having time, energy, or skill to do it all of the time. 8. Would-be investor was a victim of the 9/11 tourist jet bombing of the Twin Towers. 9. The deal for investment scheduled for 9/13/2001 was boycotted and killed the company. 10. The company folded 18 months later without the needed flux of funding. 11. Folding up left him holding $12,000 of personal debts and some unhappy business partners. 12. He discovered he had a gift, system acceleration, in 1999. And then 13. When he focused on existing systems and businesses, he could instantly see what was wrong, how to twist a few dials and fix it. 14. By changing 2 things, non-profits could more than double their average contribution and nearly triple new donor acquisition rates. 15. He helped some local politicians and non-profits execute these changes with little cost and immediate result. 16. One small statewide organization brought in over 10,000 new donors and almost tripled donations in 3 months by adding 2 sentences and a return envelope to their thank you letters. 17. A political candidate raised as much money in 3 weeks as he had in the previous 14 months, well over $1 million, by making one small change to his donor pledge fulfillment. 18. He showed his results to national organizations that he was passionate about. 19. He received 2 rounds of funding from an investor to build a call center and mail house to handle national accounts. 20. First, he focused on closing clients, and in a few months, he had over 20 national accounts. 21. Then he shifted to managing the company and delivering on promises he had made. 22. He didn't have the ability, resources, or the skills to do everything. Obviously, he was the problem. 23. Again, the call center went out of business, having over 30 employees and 1 investor personally guaranteed refund. 24. Soon after, he bought a copywriting course on being a marketing consultant, borrowing money from his father-in-law. 25. He and his wife were financially destitute, but got started with the borrowed money and vowed to do it differently. 26. He was a decent writer, but always won when he sold in person, using 80-20 persuasion to swing huge responses. 27. Focused on finding and closing clients, then locating small hinges that swung big doors. 28. He just sold everywhere in person, on the phone, live, whatever it took. 29. When he wrote, it was by pretending he was selling face to face, record the conversation and transcribe it. 30. Though selling himself as a copywriter, once he had the deal, he quickly moved the conversation into his other uniqueness zone, that was accelerating systems. How he did it? He created a 3-question system for discovering needs and system weakness, calling it the Easy Conversation, because it facilitated natural, relaxed meetings that produced tens of millions of dollars for his clients and hundreds of thousands of dollars for himself. Now that you know the model Joshua Boswell, you've seen the highlights of his rise from fall. Now this is your turn. So I will be modeling his 3 questions and you will have to answer my 3 questions. 1. Do you have a product or service you are finding difficult to sell or scale? 2. Do you have employees you are owing their pay because you are not making profit, you are not getting clients, there is no job, hence there is no money, and without money you cannot do a contract. Also, there is no success pulling through a new big contract again. 3. Do you want to talk to a consultant that can help you fix all these problems in 3 months, grow your revenue by 20% or more annually, and take you out of debt quickly? So now you have your answers ready. Why guess when you can know? You can become the king of the mountain until you identify what mountain you would like to climb. Looking through your business, few things are going wrong. Now, to tweak and make it work, here is what you can do. Start by understanding your business. So if you could advertise on only one keyword phrase online, what would that keyword be? Think about this keyword as the one word you can use to describe your business. If you had to describe your business using only one search phrase, what would it be? Think of this search phrase as your shortest value proposition. Here is a guide you can follow in order to make this work for you. When conducting keyword search, look for that one critical need that might distinguish you as different and better than every other competitor vying for attention on your bullseye keyword. This is called a point of difference benefit, and it is the critical component of a successful marketing strategy. Point of difference benefits are what make people likely to choose you to give money to as compared to the things every vendor has to deliver just to be in the running for purchase. Also, look for examples of specific page of customers' diary language to echo back to them to make a sale. Now, you know your customers, but do you know what your customers are looking for elsewhere? Do you know what your customers are searching for on the internet? Do you know what questions your customers are asking, waiting for an answer? You cannot just write a frequently asked question, hoping that it answers your customer's question. That's because the problem with frequently asked questions is that they are also frequently answered questions. So the questions you choose to answer might not be the questions bothering your customers the most. You must find out what your customers really need. Do not assume by running through a customer's problem as if you were reading a book. To get to know your customers, you really need to interact with your customers more often. Another problem is frequently presented needs are also frequently catered to needs. So come up with a way to interact with your customer better so you get personalized needs or personalized questions from your customers. How to go about this? Ask what their single most important question or need is relating to your business or your products, which you have described with your keyword. Also ask why they choose to look for a solution today and how difficult finding a good solution has been. So now you know your customer better by asking better questions to get personalized responses. To make it easier for you, you can ask 3 questions, namely 1. The what question. What is your single most important question about a problem the customer has? 2. The why question. Why would it make a difference in your life to get a good answer for this problem or solution for your need? 3. The how difficult question. How difficult has it been for you to find a good answer for this question to date? Give options. 1. Not at all. 2. Somewhat or very difficult. So allow your customer to pick one of the options. Pay attention to what your customers say. Where your customer expresses very difficult as the experience they've had trying to find a solution to their problem, know that these are your customers, and when your customers has presented a long list of reasons why they have been looking for a solution to their problem, especially why they are doing it now, hence it is urgent, then you know exactly what pages in your customer's diary to re-echo back to them. Now you have come to the point of checking out how to make your 80/20 mental filter. This is so that you know how to streamline your services and products to what your customer really needs. So how to go about it? First of all, you have an alchemy strength in you, and that is the strength of creating a solution to a problem. That is the strength of imagining another way of doing things that brought about a new product or service you could offer as a business. And that is you inventing something new no one has thought of or filling a gap in your industry as a business. It is time to take this alchemy strength to the next level, and that will be by narrowing it down to the 1% most important activity that generates 90% of the results you ever record. So you are going to be using the ROFM model, which is a recency, frequency, and money model when assessing your customers and who to attend to.